Hey guys, Anthony here with a separate video on this setup here that I have in my wife's emergency bag. What I wanted to do was show you guys how this setup works and what it consists of. Again, it's a Nalgene canteen, a military canteen cup. Okay, so that Nalgene canteen nests into that cup, and that's her water. Okay, the pot cozy that I made for this MSR pot, I did several years ago. I've got a video on my channel on how to make these pot cozies out of that Reflectex material and the special tape that goes with it, the aluminum tape that goes with it. But basically, that consists of a top portion. Okay, put it aside. There's your pot, and then a bottom portion. Of course, when you make the pot cozies, you make the little cutout for it, and basically that's it. And so these, I'll look for the video on the pot cozies and put that in my description box here for this setup. But now you have your MSR pot that you can see here. It seals down. These are fantastic for bug out bags, emergency kits, car kits. These things are bomb proof, and I highly recommend it. In fact, I'm going to get ready to buy a couple more of these. And so that just latches open. Again, your lid comes off the handle. The handle comes down. And so now you could use it just like you use a pot, and then there's your handle. Solid steel, nothing's going to break. It's very sturdy. Obviously you trade off a little bit of weight for strength, and then inside the pot nests the stove and some other items. So in this particular kit, I've got several of the Starbucks Via packs for quick cup of coffee. Some Knorr's bouillon powder to add flavoring to things, and so that's just in a plastic baggie. And then in an assorted baggie with some power packs. These are right here. I keep a bunch of these around, put them everywhere. 1,200 milligrams of vitamin C, non-GMO. It's got potassium, it's got magnesium. Basically, it's an electrolyte pack. With no sugar. 1 gram of sugar. I believe it's sweetened with stevia. And so these you could add to water and add some electrolytes to your, if you're out in the field and you're sweating a lot, electrolytes are important. So there's several of those in there. Then there's a bunch of different assorted teas. Regular Lipton tea. There's Twinings tea. There's green tea. There's a bunch of packs of sugar. Okay, so that's a kit you could build just in a baggie. Okay, and again, it all goes into the pot. The stove is in there. The Snowpeak stove, which I'm going to show you right now. The little wind guard for the Snowpeak stove. And then there's the inside of your pot. So you could boil water up right inside the pot, or you could boil it out of your canteen cup. So let me set the stove up. I'm just doing this without cutting the video because I just want to show you how simple it is to set this up. Let's see if you can see this. I think you can. So the stove comes out of the pack here, out of the little plastic container. I'll put that off to the side, and your stove folds open just like a regular. And I'll put the model number to this stove in there. I've done videos on it. Excellent bomb-proof stove, and the lid. The wind lid. Then your isobutane fuel. This is a small canister. These come in all different sizes for her bag. This is good for several uses. So that screws right to your stove. And this particular stove has the piezo igniter. It has the gas regulator. So it will make a spark for you, and then you simply put your your wind lid over the top. It just lines up here. It kind of lines up with the, you can see here. It lines up with the cutout here with the igniter, and then your legs come right through the slots, and basically it looks like that. Okay, I think you can see that. So what I'll do is I'm going to put just a drop of water in the pot here just so I can show you. Okay, so you got your water for whatever you're going to make. Maybe you're heating up water for it to put into one of the freeze-dried kits. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to turn on your fuel right here. You'll hear it. If you don't hear it, your stove isn't on tight enough. Here you go. Light it. Adjust the fuel. I think you can see that. Might be a little uneven there. To straighten out the legs a little bit, but you get the idea. Okay. Shut your fuel off. Right there. Take it down. Hey, yep, that was just a little off. I didn't have that other leg wasn't all the way out. That's it. Okay, we relight it again just to show you. There you go, guys. You're done. Shut it. Cool it down. Pack everything away. And again, this MSR pot, it's called the Seagull Pot. Fantastic. Come in, I think, 3 different sizes. Great items to have in your kit. So guys, that's the kit that I have prepared for my wife. This can easily be duplicated. It's not expensive. And again, you could also use your canteen cup on this particular stove. Again, let's do it. Okay, you wanted a cup of tea. You didn't want to use your SBIT kit. You wanted to use your canteen stove. Light it up. There you go. Got a little wind screen around the flame. You're going to heat up the water very quickly with this stove. The BTUs are a lot more than, say, you know, an SBIT. An SBIT tablet's going to give you the advantage of why I like to carry SBIT as well, no matter what kind of setup I have here for like a bug out situation. This makes noise. It hisses. It's going to be heard from a long distance away if you're in a really quiet place and you want to remain anonymous. With the SBIT, you crack the stove open, you light your cube, it's silent. You could put a little wind screen around it. Nobody will hear it, nobody will see it. Heat up your water in silence. Listen to your surroundings. And so you've got options there. So this, if you weren't worried about the sound, this will heat your water up a lot quicker. The SBIT type stove or the alcohol type stove is going to be silent. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care and stay ready.